Hello gamers, my name is Seated Gamer and it is day 7. It is 1 week since this was shaved off. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, yeah, you can sort of see a bit if I angle it just right. There's a little bit there. Quite a bit down there actually. You can definitely, well, I can definitely feel it. I highly doubt you can. That would be some wizardry. Um, so, today is a Saturday, which means I have to do assignments. Well, assignment. I've only got the one, but it's it could be awkward. I'm not sure. I might need to take a bit of time to really get into that one. But that is for me to worry about. You can worry about it if you want, but you don't have to. It's yep. That's a yeah. So last night did the draft. I was going to get the draft deck here so I could have a look at it, but I forgot to do that until just now, and it would be very awkward to just be, hang on, I'll go get it, 5 seconds later, okay, I'm back. So instead, I will go through my prize. I got a booster pack of Battle for Zendikar because I came third in a pod of 8. Pod is basically the amount of people that were drafting at one table. So I figured I will do a pack opening, as I said I would yesterday. I just hope that the glare isn't too bad. I might have to hold it sort of like that to make sure it's not too bad glare-wise. So I need better angles. So let's crack in. Let's crack a pack. Um, so basically, I was playing a red, white, green allies deck. So hang on, I'll make sure that you guys can see what I've got here. Let's just make sure everything's alright. What do we got here? We got a Clutch of Currents. It's a 1 blue sorcery. Return target creature to its owner's hand, and you can cast it for its Awaken 3 cost of 5 mana. So if you pay 5 mana instead, you get one of your lands gets 3 +1/+1 counters on it and becomes a creature if it wasn't already. Um, uh, yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah. So that's Clutch of Currents. Let's grab the next card. There's I need a better good grip. Oh, Calastrian Nightwatch, 5 mana. It's a vampire ally. Whenever you gain life, it gains flying until end of turn. It's a 4/3. Um, I'll explain how magic works sort of after this, but I think this is probably a good card to do it with, so I'll just put this separately. We got Swell of Growth. So target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, and you can put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. It works pretty well with landfall. Also, you can just use it to ramp up. Get more lands on the battlefield, more mana, more spells. More mana, more problems. Feldar Cub, it's a bear, which is a 2 mana 2/2, and you can sacrifice it to destroy an enchantment. Comes up more often than you'd think. There's a couple of annoying enchantments that you'd like to get rid of if you're in white. Kozilek Sentinel, it is a devoid creature, which means it has no color. It is a 2 mana 1/4? 1/4? Yeah, 1/4. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So basically, you go full Eldrazi, you cast a lot of stuff, you whack in for a big amount. We got a land, Skyline Cascade. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls doesn't untap. During its controller's next untap step, you can also tap it for a blue mana. It should be noted that this does not actually tap the creature, it just makes it unable to untap. Also, my god, my wrist is weird. Eyeless Watcher, 4 mana, 1/1, makes 2 1/1s that sack for mana. Pretty simple. We're getting into nope, not in commons yet. Rush of Ice. Okay, so this does tap the creature, and it doesn't untap during its control's next untap step. This is what we like to call a frost effect, because they're usually frost themed. You can also awaken this, which I did not know, for the same cost as the other one. We've gotten a very control heavy pack here. Oh, what do we got? We got a Silent Skimmer. It is a 0 power creature with flying. It's a 0/4 for 3 mana? 4 mana. But whenever it attacks, the defending player loses 2 life. So it's sort of a 2/4, but it sort of isn't. Even if it gets blocked, which you're probably not likely to, it's going to do some damage. Mortuary Mire enters tapped, and it gets a card from your graveyard back on top of your library. Pretty useful, pretty useful. Even in decks that don't use black mana, I've had this do some work. What do we got? We're into the uncommons now. We've got a Vile Aggregate. It's a 3 mana X5 with Trample, and its power is equal to the number of colorless creatures you control. So if you've got this, and where was the Eyeless Watcher? So if you've got this, and then you cast this, you then have 4 colorless creatures, because the scions that this guy makes, the Eyeless Watcher, they are colorless, and which makes this a 4/5. And I believe it also has Ingest. So when it deals combat damage, you exile the top card of a library. So, what's our next uncommon? We got... I cannot read that properly. Dampening Pulse. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-0. Interesting, interesting. Like I said, very control heavy one. Hedron Archive. Basically, it gives you mana and you can sacrifice it for a card. Now, I believe this will be our rare. What do we got? We got an Angelic Captain. It is a 5 mana 4/3? Yeah, 5 mana 4/3 with flying, and whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each other attacking ally. And we should have a land here. Yep, we got a nice little forest. Vincent Price, Vincent Proce even. And what's our token? We just got a reminder card. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I like getting the tokens. I'm a very token heavy player, but this is not a token. This is a disappointment. So yeah, that was the pack. Our rare, the Angelic Captain, pretty good in ally decks. Well, from what I've played of it, haven't played it that much. But I suppose I should probably explain how Magic works, for those of you that are interested, which maybe some of you, maybe not. So going back to this Calastria Nightwatch, okay, so basically I'll try and explain the general composition of a Magic card. And I'll try and get... hang on, let me just scoot over here so you can see this properly. So, Calastria Nightwatch. So a basic Magic card has the title up... no, damn it. The title... I need actual pictures. Title up here, the converted mana cost, so what mana you need to use to cast it. Its type, you've got creature, there's also artifacts and enchantments, and there's a few other things as well. You've got its creature types, which sometimes come into effect, such as allies in this set. So the Angelic Captain, whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 for each other attacking ally. So any allies that you control, such as the Calastria Nightwatch, will trigger that ability. So, this big text box is where your flavor text goes and your abilities text goes. So, this guy has whenever you gain life, target creature gains flying until end of turn, and it's got some flavor text. Let me read it out for you. Kalitas may have returned to mindless servitude beneath the Eldrazi, but we say never again. Drana Calastria Bloodchief. So Drana is another card in the set that I have not seen yet. And then you've got the power and toughness of the creature. This is only on creature cards. So this has 4 power and 5 toughness. So it'll deal 4 damage to defending players or creatures or whatever, and it can take 5 damage before dying. So when it takes the 5th damage, it dies. Yeah, and you've also got the set symbol there. But yeah, that was a pack of Battle for Zendikar that I won from drafting. Yeah, that's that. I do like the full art lands though, they're nice. Vincent Proce. Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much all I've got for you for today. I was actually looking for a couple of Vile Aggregates. I want to make a red, green, black Devoid deck. Could be interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Rest of the day I'm going to be working on assignments. I might be going out to somewhere else later today, but yeah. For me and the Angelic Captain, I will see you tomorrow.